Faces, they will be in Indy on February 18th, but there's still some really interesting decisions to make around the All-Star reserve spots. The official rosters are going to be released a little bit later today. First, let's just take a quick look, a reminder of who the starters are in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference here, in the East, you have Halliburton, Lillard, Tatum, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. Jokic, Durant, LeBron, Shea, and Luka round out the West. So we got 7 more spots in each conference to fill out. Janae, do you want to take the East in this
I can do the East, the beast of the East. All right, let's get to it. This is my All-Star reserves. I'm so happy to have a selection here. So I'm going to start with the front court. We're going to go with Bam Adebayo, who's been averaging 20 and 10, doing well for the Heat. Then we're going to move to, you know what? This might surprise people as a lock for me. I'm going to go with Paolo Banchero, who's done so well, 23, 7, and 5 for the Magic, bringing them back to relevance. We've got Julius Randle rounding out my front court.
As expected.
Thank you, sir. And now let's head to the guards. These two were quite easy for me. Jalen Brunson, he was a starter for me in the ballot that I actually sent out to the league. And then secondly, I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell, who was a hard, deviation between the two because they've been putting up really great numbers as of late. Now that leaves for 2 wild cards, and I'm going to go for wild cards Jaylen Brown, of course, the best team over the course of the NBA. And then lastly, I'm going to go with where he at. There he go, in Perk's voice. Tyrese Maxey. So this is my All-Star East reserve.
All right, Brian Windhorst, do you like the list?
Yeah, the only one I would have different, I would put Jarrett Allen on that list, and I know that Jarrett Allen probably won't make it, but he has been an all-star for the last 20, 25 games and got the Cavs where they want. Look, if Julius Randle makes it, Shanae, he's not going to be able to play in the game. Jarrett Allen can replace him, and everybody can be happy.
Yeah, I like everybody wins.
I like that.
What about the West, Kendrick?
Okay.
Hello.
Erase all this. Erase all this. Let's get to it. There we go, Shanae. There we go. In my front court, I have Sabonis. I have Kawhi Leonard. Here we go right here. Kawhi Leonard Jordan. He's averaging around 24 points a game right now. The hottest team in the league. I actually voted him as a starter. Now I got Sabonis also in my front court, averaging 19, 13, and 8. How can you not put him in there? Next up, I got Karl Anthony Towns, right? One of the best records in the league with the duo of Anthony Edwards. They've been doing this thing. He's averaging around 22 and 9. And my guards, now this is where it gets tricky. I have Anthony Edwards. 25, 5, and 5 is what he's averaging right now, and he has been on a tear lately. The kid is just flat out special, deserving to be in the All-Star game. Next, De'Aaron Fox, right, averaging about 27 a game right now. We know what D. Fox do. We know what he's been doing for that franchise. And then my wild card, I have Devin Booker.
Okay.
He's averaging 28 a game, and my last wild card is Paul George. Now, I know some may get in their feelings. I know some may get in their feelings and say,
Where's Steph
Anthony
Curry?
Davis?
Wait, where's Steph Curry? Where's AD?
I'm going to tell you where they at. Not on my list of all-star reserves.
Are they on yours, Brian?
And here,
I want to know if they're on Brian's.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and then we can hear why.
In all honesty, Perk, it's kind of not even fair to Steph to have him as a wild card. He should be one of the bona fide guards. But okay, if you want to make him a wild card, but with all due respect, it's indefensible not to have him on the team. And also, I know you're putting De'Aaron Fox on over him, and he's had a good year, but 2 Kings on a... if you're going to penalize the Warriors for underachieving, it's not like the Kings are tearing up the league. Two
Brian,
Kings and no Steph, that's a hard sell, man.
Well, Wendy, I love you so much, but look, I actually put myself into the coach's position because they're the ones reserves. And when coaches vote, they actually look not only at a player production, but what their team is doing. That's why I don't have Steph or Anthony Davis in there. Both of those guys are below 500.
No.
The Warriors are 4 games below 500 in the 12th spot in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
I can't get on the same page with you on this.
Steph Curry, come on now. He's still doing what he does.
AD. We're going to find out the answers officially in a matter of hours. We know what we're going to have right after our show.
What are we going to have?
You know what we're going to have right after our show. Immediately after New York, the Knicks have announced that Julius Randle Randle, his dislocated right shoulder will be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. Our Adrian Wojnarowski reported that there was hope that Randle could avoid a surgical procedure and return in a matter of weeks, not months. So that is some good news for Julius Randle and the Knicks. Perk, you have been claiming New York as your team. What's your level of optimism here for the Knicks?
Well, New York has been claiming me. I mean, that's me. But look, this is great news because he don't have to have surgery, right? You factor in the All-Star break. Julius Randle will be back. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, the crew, they go hold it down.
Nova boys.
Well, the top seed in the East, it remains in flux. Potentially, the Knicks could be making a little bit of a push for it here, especially if the Milwaukee Bucks continue to struggle like they did in Damian Lillard's return to Rip City here. Lillard, he made his return in Portland. Here's how it sounded when he was introduced.
From Weber State, wearing the letter O, Damian Lillard.
Lillard showing some love here to the Portland crowd, the city he's called home for so long. But Janae, Perk said yesterday, sometimes these are the hardest games to win because the other team gets up for it as well.
Oh, yeah, they got the spotlight. I know Dame got the court, he got the applause, he got the heart emojis, but they really played hard. It was impressive to see their effort going up against their greatest.
Going ahead into the fourth quarter here, just over a minute left. The Bucks.
Watch the bunnies. Oh, he's flying.
Damian Lillard drives, slams it down. Lillard keeping the Bucks in it. Bucks back within one at this point, Perk.
Absolutely, and Dame was taking over. He's familiar with these baskets. Never mind.
Can't go and get that one to go.
But wait for it, Perk. Something is coming.
At some point, though,
look at this right here.
A turnover. Lillard
there they go.
Gets it to Giannis Antetokounmpo to throw it down. The Bucks, they take the lead on this one. This is moments later, though, as we take one more look at this.
Malika, I thought the game was done at this point.
I did, too, but at some point, the student becomes the teacher.
Ooh, bars.
Anthony Simon has looked up to Damian Lillard for years.
Yep.
Why, though? Look at the time and score here. It's a one-point game. Damian Lillard has the ball, step back, kicks it back out to Brook Lopez. He had a wide open look here. He wanted the ball back.
Brook has wanted this shot before.
He's taken it before it was a good look.
He did that early in the game. He looked Dame off. Come on, Brook.
There is a couple of questions that we had at the end of this game for another day. This was the Bucks' 8th loss in January. That matches their total of losses from their first 32 games of the season entering the month.
LeBron James playing 44, you would think, okay, they're due for some rest. But the question marks come around resting against the Boston Celtics when typically LeBron James gets up for marquee matchups like this, right? That is when I'm like, Then you see the other subliminals. And then I also go back and I look at the body language. A lot of shifts are happening in energies. Happy Black History Month, everyone. It is February. I'm very happy to celebrate. But also, in 14 days, it's Valentine's Day. It's also trade deadline in a week. There are a lot of emotions going on in the city of Los Angeles and for us, right? I don't think the vibes are good for Los Angeles. I really don't. The more I think about it, the more I let it marinate. It just feels like this team, even though they're two stars, they're superhuman stars, are putting out gargantuan efforts. It's not good enough, and I think we're starting to see the signs come together.
We are exactly 1 week away from the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And around the Los Angeles Lakers, Brian, it feels like there is no cavalry that is coming. If the Lakers don't make any significant improvements, any significant moves between now and the deadline, and don't meet like the postseason standards, right, that LeBron has led and has held his teams to, what do you think that means for James's future here in Los Angeles?
Well, I'm just going to make a couple of statements of fact. I'm just going to make them as fact, and I'm not implying anything. I'm not implying I have any knowledge. I'm just going to make statements of fact, so don't run with them, okay? LeBron has been a Laker for 6 years. He has signed 3 contracts. Those are facts. LeBron has never before been in position with the Lakers to be a free agent at the end of the season. He has an option in his contract for this next season. That's a fact. I also don't believe that he would walk away from L.A., nor do I think he wants to walk away from $50 million. But he does have an option in his contract. That's all I'll say.
Facts. LeBron, he goes from playing at TD Garden to Matt.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn đang xem trên kênh YouTube của mình. Video ngày hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho tất cả mọi người cách tô màu nha. Nếu các bạn thấy video này hay và ý nghĩa, hãy cho mình xin một lượt like và lượt đăng ký kênh. Mình cảm ơn các bạn rất là nhiều.
Bây giờ mình sẽ tiếp tục tô màu nha các bạn.
Hello các bạn nha, mình sẽ đi vào chi tiết tôm bò nha các bạn.
Đang có cái rẻ mới lấy tiền thì cái giấy giờ bịt đéo có quần bịt quá nữa không nghĩ được già rồi mày đọc kinh ra đọc kinh nữa quá mày đọc kinh có phải kè đấy nhỉ kè đấy nhỉ trêu mình đó này cũng ăn xin được cả sắp nữa rồi anh sắp nữa anh sắp đến lượt bị chết lại tông này nó kẻ là thành nguyện con yêu nói chung là chỗ người yêu nó là phải có vụ giết người vì cái tội là nợ tiền theo giả rồi giết luôn chém 3 người nhưng một người chết căn nhà con yêu của tông luôn mày có nợ ai nợ ai cái gì không nữa tại ai nợ mày gì không nữa để mình cái đánh trả luôn nếu anh sợ lắm thì cuối năm một mình nhớ ra anh nợ này thì bài để anh còn giả rồi không phải ra trên này có gì cái thì mình cứ nói ra với anh nợ là thì mình cứ bẻ rồi để nó nợ đừng im sau ra lấy con dao để các bạn mình nhát một ghé một cỏ thì đỡ được mặn nặng thì không cái dạ đi
Hả?
con nặng thì con dạ đi
Nợ ai?
con nặng
Anh thầy.
nó mình đi đâu mò đấy các bạn thế nhỉ đừng có lên sau đi ra ngoài mẹ ra bầu kìa xiên anh thì mẹ ở đây anh ta cứu anh
Vừa có cái vụ thùng xốp ở Hà Nội đấy.
em riêng anh tưởng thầy không cần phải thùng xốp thì cái này là đây là có ý định muốn giết mình rồi mày ăn mày chết ta rồi cứ cho ăn là xong mất một xe mình phải làm kiểu súng ô tô kiểu có cái cảm biến đấy người nào mà cầm vũ khí gần đến mình kêu hay là mình ném vào người này ném được bây giờ về đi lên tiền cái cảm biến ta trong cái độ quanh người thì mẹ nào gần đến đây cũng thằng nào cũng kinh bạc là nhảy cả đi con mẹ mày ném luôn còn mẹ thằng xiên này thằng tiêu anh một mình anh rồi con trai đâu thành anh có nợ thì mà anh lỡ quên thì thành thằng nhắc khéo là được mà đéo thì mà cái số nhau như thế càng ngày càng cay có dừng cay đấy là sự thật như bây giờ nếu giả của ông này thì cũng mẹ làm cái lúc vào đây làm giờ nợ mình nhớ giả mẹ xin được cái anh làm gì thôi thì cả ông thì chỉ nhớ anh nó không được tốt anh não cả vàng nhanh quên mà anh có loại em 2 triệu đấy là 2 triệu để sau là số tài khoản đây là anh bán ra là em tiền mặt nhưng mà anh không tiền mặt anh cần số tài khoản nha đổi nghe vào thủng phì thế thì để tí anh ra cho bảy nha anh ra cho bảy anh mua một tí anh đưa cho 2 triệu đấy hai anh cho tiền đô nhé anh thích tiền đô hay là tiền Việt nghe nói chuyện bây giờ đi làm việc này